Hey all, Mr. Thibodeau here. So let's go get right into it. Lesson 22, multiplying and dividing fractions. Now, multiplying fractions is actually really easy. But go ahead and do your mental math, do your problem solving over here. When you are multiplying fractions, unlike adding fractions, you do not need to find a greatest common factor or the least common factor, anything like that. All you do is you just multiply across. 1/2 times 1/4, 1 times 1, 2 times 4, 1/8. Okay? As easy as it gets. Really cool. So multiplying fractions. Let me get here. Lesson 22. Multiplying fractions is easy. Just multiply across. Okay, if I had 3/4 times 6/8, well, first off, in this case, I would want to reduce this into a more simple equation, because if I don't, I'm going to have to reduce at the end. But so this 6/8 is actually also 3/4. So 3 times 3 is 9. 4 times 4 is 16. Okay. If I had, you just multiply across. If I had 7/12 and 1/2. 7 times 1 is 7. 12 times 2 is 24. Okay. All right. That is how you multiply, as easy as possible. Okay. Now, where does it talk about our... Oh, they also want us to know about reciprocals. Okay. Our reciprocal is going to give us 1. Okay, remember. They're bringing this back. Okay. Reciprocal is a multiplication or division problem that gives us an answer of 1. So in their case, 3/4, if I multiply it by 4/3, I'm going to get 12/12, which equals 1. Okay. 3 times 4, 4 times 3. That's what they're getting at here, okay? That is helpful. It's good to know how to go ahead and turn something into an answer of 1. Now, in order to divide the fractions, we use reciprocals. So 1/4 divided by 1/8, we use a reciprocal. So what they're doing here is they flip the divisor into its reciprocal, or into its multiplicative inverse, and then they multiply. Okay, so even division in fractions is still multiplication. Okay, division in fractions is multiplication. And part of the reason for that is that, remember, if I do 7 and I'm timesing it by 1/2, sorry, that's a bad example. If I have 8 and I'm timesing it by 1/2, I'm going to get a smaller number, right? I'm multiplying it by a fraction. I'm going to get a smaller number. I'm essentially doing 8/1 times 1/2 equals 8 divided by 2 equals 4. Okay. So multiplying by a fraction gives you a smaller number. So when I go ahead and I am doing my division, I'm actually going to get a bigger number, okay? Because I'm seeing how many 1/8 are inside of fourth. So there's a lot of them, potentially. There's 2 anyway. So my 1/4 times by that 1/8, or divided by that 1/8, I flip this, so it's 1/4 now times by 8/1. That gives me 8/4. I solve this. 8 divided by 4 is 2. Okay. Let's do one of your problem set problems for you. Let's do how many 2/3 are in 1. Okay. So that is, so this is, where is it? Where'd it go? I. Okay. So for I, it has 1 divided by 2/3. Okay. Which turns into 1 times 3/2. Okay. 1/1, 3/2. Multiply across, get 3/2 equals 1, 1.5. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Now, I don't like that they're using 1. 1 is a funky one for me. Okay. Anyway, that is it for here. Let's go ahead and give you your written practice work. The written practice I want you to do, I'm going to ask you to do 1 through 29 odd. Okay? All right, guys. Have a good one.